I just got off work. It was a pretty chill day as a public health program coordinator, and I'm just walking home, and it is a bit hot today, so I'm gonna try to get home quick, and then we can get this video started. Yeah, so just like that, I am back at my apartment, but it was ultimately a good day at the office, and it feels good to just, come home, throw on a t-shirt, and just relax and make a video. It has been a while since I last made a video, and a lot has happened since that last video was published. And so I figured now would be as good of a time as any to just make the return to the tube. It's what they call YouTube in the UK, I believe, the tube. Or it's like the subway or something, which is weird because it's not a tube, it's a sandwich. That's why they call it that. So get your shit figured out, UK. That's what I call the UK. But yeah, so if you are not familiar with me or this channel, my name is Tim. This is my YouTube channel. This channel has just sort of been me talking about my experiences in the field of public health. And so I guess that's kind of what I wanted to talk a little bit about today, just to reflect on this channel, to reflect on how this channel started in the first place, and also where I want to take it in the future from here, just because now I kind of have more time for myself to do things that I want to do now that I'm not in school anymore, and I kind of just have more time on my hands. So there's a lot I want to cover in this video here, but we will get started. Okay, so where should I begin? But yeah, so I think I just kind of want to talk about how this channel began. That first video I put out, which now has over 5,000 views, that was at the point of the pandemic in 2020 when people were kind of just doing whatever. They were making TikToks, they were making bread, I mean, I'd always wanted to make YouTube videos. There's even a point in my life, I've lived a long life. There's a point in my childhood when I wanted to make tech review videos because I was big on, Techno Buffalo, John Rettinger, my guy, Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD, all these people just inspired me. I wanted to make tech review videos, and I wanted to make comedy videos. I wanted to make all sorts of videos, but I never felt like I was capable of making a certain type of video. But when the pandemic rolled around and I was a recent public health college grad, I sort of felt like maybe this is something I could put out there, something I could talk about. And in that moment, when I was making that video, when I was saying what I was saying, and even looking back and editing it in May of 2020, I was like, this shit is gas. I was like, I'm spitting straight facts, and that's without a printer. And then now, when I look back on the video, I had no idea what I was saying. I was taking everything out of my butt, my ass, I was just talking straight out of my ass, is what I'm trying to say. I revisit that video every once in a while just because it is my most viewed video on this channel. It is kind of the reason I have most of my subscribers, because when the pandemic started, people started to look into more of an education or a career in public health, and then my video would pop up. I'm just so devastated that is my reputation as a stupid kid talking about something he doesn't have the slightest idea of, and pretending like he does. A lot of my friends that I went to school with have seen that video, and I cringe every time I even think about that video. So that is how this channel started, really. I had this channel since 2016, 2017, but ever since I put out that video, I kind of felt like, I could do more with it. And I have. I put out subsequent videos, just more talking about public health, and I think with each video I've become a little bit more competent, but very marginally. Yeah, so that is kind of how this channel got its start. The fact that I have over 100 subscribers is absolutely baffling to me. And, I will say it is quite interesting and surreal to think about the fact that I started this channel as a recent college grad who had recently gotten into grad school for his MPH. And then now I graduated as of May. I have a job now. I'm living in Philadelphia. I am just trying my best to be a full-fledged adult, or at least semi-fledged. I'm just trying to find myself and just do stuff that I think is true to me, and build relationships, find new hobbies, stuff like that. And so now at this point of the video, I guess I could just touch on what my MPH program was like and what I'm up to now. So my MPH program, I did make that video sometime last year talking about the first year of the program. The second year wasn't, too crazy. I did have a few difficult classes. I thankfully didn't fail my classes. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you. But I will say not everything I learned, everything I gained from the program is being used thoroughly into my career, You kind of expect from these kinds of programs you'll leave with like buckets and buckets of knowledge and information and just things that you can really take away from and apply to whatever field career you want to enter, and that this education will fully prepare you for what you're going to do straight out the gates, right? That's not the case. If anything, you'll learn like maybe a few things that you're going to consistently use on a day-to-day basis at your job. But I guess one expectation I had that was way too high of an expectation was just that I would get the best education in the world. I would be learning so much, and I would be using everything I learned on a day-to-day basis. But, that's not the case, and that's fine, And, if you sat me in a room full of people, some guy at a podium was like, raise your hand if you have a master's degree. It would take me a while for it to like register in my head that I have one. See, even my mind's blanking right now because I'm such a silly boy, But yeah, also I will give myself the benefit of the doubt. I only did graduate, 3 months ago. It is still pretty fresh, like me. I'm pretty fresh, Yeah, it still hasn't really hit me yet. Even working as a public health program coordinator still really hasn't hit me quite yet. And I'm sure maybe in the next few months I'll be like, oh shit, I'm a master of public health. That's fucking sick. Alas, we are still waiting on that moment, which is fine. But now I kind of just want to wrap up and talk about what working as a public health program coordinator is like. Like I said, I want to make more videos now that I have the time, I'm not weighed down by like homework and studying and stuff like that. Stupid. Just kidding. Learning is good, I guess. One thing I do want to do with videos moving forward is just like make them not as long, because I think the shortest video I have on this channel is like 15 minutes or something. I want to make these videos more digestible. I was going to say digestible, which is not a word, at least to my knowledge. But yeah, so right after I graduated, I started applying for jobs. This was like May, June-ish, I was like applying for jobs, mostly in New York. And it was just so demoralizing because I didn't hear back from anywhere. And the places I did hear back from, maybe I would interview, but they wouldn't even get back to me after the interview, was just like so shitty. I was just applying for jobs all over now. The market was way too competitive. But yeah, so now I am working as a public health program coordinator here in the city of Philadelphia. I'm using some of like the really important skills I learned in school. Like I said, I'm not using everything, but I really feel like it did really prepare me for what I'm doing now. It's a lot of data management, quality assurance, but also communication with a lot of different kinds of agencies, and things like that. I guess I'm just really happy that what I'm doing right now is just like directly related to public health, and there's just a lot of opportunities for growth and reaching underserved, vulnerable populations. And I feel like I'm doing work that if you told me back in 2020, that stupid kid, um, he would have been like, his socks would have been across the house. As in, okay, that doesn't make any sense. You would have knocked his socks off so far that they would end up at the opposite end of the house, is what I'm trying to say. It's really crazy how, like, full circle things have gone. But yeah, it's just crazy to think how far I've gone, really. I am proud of myself. I am proud of the progress I've made professionally, in terms of my competencies in public health and just like the things I know now. I thought I was the shit in that video back in my first video. I still have a lot to learn, and I'm just really thankful for my position and for the support my friends and family have given me. And I'm just really excited for the future. I'm really excited to make more videos now that I have the time and the space to. That is actually going to be it for today's video. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And, I will see you guys very soon. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one.